only those who have shoes will know where pitch is. Maybe not very many citizens does have the capacity to hold public officers to account. So not with all of the lamentations, you just lament. I mean, if you go on the street, on social media, you're going to see huge lamentation of Nigerians talking about economic holocaust that is here right now with us. Returning to Ondo State, everyone use the word the rituals. You know, the days of issue campaigns are long gone. The days where you organize political parties with the intention to focus on some critical aspect of development architecture is long gone. You go to campaigns, was it yesterday or 2 days ago, there was a campaign in Ondo, in fact in Akure, where one of the parties welcomed defectors in huge number, crowd everywhere. And what happened? It is jamboree. You know, you see dancing, and the other party came up and said, no, those were not their members, these were hired crowds, just to play low on the huge crowd that party displayed. So it is no longer about whether we're going to fix infrastructure, whether we're going to fix stomach infrastructure, or whether we're going to deal with issues around poverty, hunger, starvation, health concerns, or teachers and all of that. It is who is bringing what to the table. And where I come from, who they bring pepper. At the end of the day, each of those crowds, if they were mobilized financially, each of them would have gotten like 1,000 naira or 2,000. I recall in elections, the last election in Ondo State, where I had to, engage the voter. I said, "But why are you taking 2,000 naira to vote?" And I don't want to say whether it's a male or female. The voter said, this one when I get so, now the one I will fit get, make I collect and make I hold on. I'm like, but if you collect and I check what you collect, if you look at it for the next 4 years, you say, hey, leave that matter. May I collect the one I see now? So you see, it's a consciousness that people know. We have gotten to the point that people already know. Everyone was talking about having these non-state actors or civil society organizations mobilize and invite these people. It had happened before. They won't come. They will tell you these people organizing these things belong to the other party. The other party is just to undermine this organizing by organization. The real role of political party is to engage. Parties are supposed to be the vehicle that organizes teachers, say, come and ask us questions. Let's engage. Then you organize medical doctors, the NMA and co. Let's engage. This is what we're going to do. Hold us accountable for XYZ. I mean, in other clients, that's what you see. But in the Nigerian state, where you won't see in an election, somebody will tell you, debate. I'm not going to debate. It doesn't count because it doesn't give me vote. And then after all, I will win the election with or without debate. Elsewhere, if you don't appear in that debate and engage on issues, you are never going to have your way. But in our client, citizens, again, not too much, we have to blame citizens because they are the ones that are supposed to hire, or we are the ones that are supposed to hire. And they say that we hire and fire. You know, in this Nigerian state, to fire is an uphill task, except you run contrary. In the word of Madam Faith, we're talking about if you are not lawyer, you're lawyer. So if you are not loyal to a critical mass, then that is when firing happens. That is a system of society, a society organization, women, youth, men can gather and say, we are recalling a senator, we are recalling a House of Representative member, we are recalling a House of Assembly member. Not even in this country, Nigeria. It once wanted to happen in Jigawa State some years ago. It never happened. Somehow, also in Kogi State, with Dino, it never happened. Because of other layers that they are fighting me because I am doing XYZ. They politicize the whole narrative and they use what they call the divide and rule system. What is divide and rule? You put our heads together to fight. You come and say, you don't know, say, because our side now reach now. Now, like Faith said, in Ondo State, Ondo South, the Aziz is the one is the one that is likely because they have the APC and the PDP. Candidate from that senatorial district. What will happen eventually is that if there's a fight, that's going to tell you, are you not aware that the North have done their own? It is now our turn. That's why they are fighting. And the guys in the South, not paying attention to issues. What has happened in areas that Faith mentioned? Where is the roads? You are going on that route. It takes you like the whole day to assess your own community. And nobody's talking about it. You are talking because our turn. Once it's our turn, the deal is sealed. That's not the trajectory. I think, based on this platform, as people hear us, communities, civil society organizations, you have the responsibility. We once did that during an EU project many years ago, around 2006, where we are going to communities to develop what we call an action plan, where communities sit together in a PLA strategy to identify projects for the next 5 years. And when councillors also come to their community, you bring them to the round table to say, well, you know what, if you want our vote, which one are you going to do? Gradually, if communities can have projects identified, lay out. In fact, in one community where I worked directly, we had to go put a wall in the community and print out that plan and stick it on the wall. So when politicians are coming, they see it. Oh, town hall, number 1. They will go and mark it. So the next one, maybe it's hospital or cottage hospital or whatever, say, which one are you going to do in this 4? If you are not doing any one, please pass. Until someone comes out, okay, I am going to do this, and sign an accord with the community. Then the community members mobilize to support. So when you have achieved the elections, they will not tell you, hello, Mr. Governor, congratulations. When are we doing this project? Until we get to the point where communities can organize themselves, it may be very difficult for individual organizing.